ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Sun Devils will kick it away to start. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Florida's offense will get the first crack at it here. When your quarterback takes the field, you want him to look just like this guy, exuding confidence.
Yeah, the it factor. He's the man. Nobody questions it. Everybody on this team knows they've got his back, and he's the leader.
Everybody in this stadium also knows the offense goes as this guy goes. He has got to play well today.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. The Gators decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch near the 50. He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So the offense keeps its drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Leaves it with the running back. Runs through a tackle. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. These two conferences have been tied together for years through the Sugar Bowl, a little testiness with the whole Texas-Oklahoma thing, and now the rivalry on the field between the Big 12 and the SEC.
Yeah, and conference realignments played a big factor, too, between these two conferences. Think back to when Texas A&M and Missouri joined the SEC. So this is always a fun one to watch, David. Wide-open offense from the Big 12, and then you get the physicality and the speed from the SEC.
I think you nailed it right there. Two totally different worlds. They live in different worlds all the time. One is pitchy woo-woo, throw it around all over the yard. The other one, physicality. Which style can present its...
Lets it fly! And it falls in, complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dances away. Oh, he loves to fire downfield.
You know, these throws to the perimeter of the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there from the QB.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Fires the pass, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll give it to the back. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On second down, he'll let it fly. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
I'll say this, man, in college football you see a lot of bad tackling. We didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job for him tonight.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. The Sun Devils are in the hurry-up.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver. I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Unloads it left. Wide open downfield. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
Such a nice job by the wide receiver there on the corner route. He did a nice job off of the stem, not telegraphing where he was going. The defender had no idea. And when he broke to the corner, he created a little bit of separation. There was an accurate throw. He made the catch and then took it into the end zone.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
They're trying to get to him. Going to try to get it himself. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down.
You think about when you get those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that where you're looking for the 1st down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Grabs it in the middle. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The Gators are rolling down the field.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You got a little bit of time to throw, you can move guys with your eyes, that drag comes wide open, good throw, good catch, 1st down.
And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Finds the tight end. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Gets open down the middle. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down. The Gators want to move quickly. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Makes his connection. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. This offense doing business in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. It's complete to the left. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! And he tacks on the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Miami had a dominant win, the kind the folks in South Florida were used to in 2001 when Ken Dorsey, Clinton Portis, and Jeremy Shockey led the Canes to a national title. Talk about a special team. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Gator fans love to see their teams light up the scoreboard, but they'll take the defense bringing the heat too.
And I think that was the staple, Reese. Back in the day, you had great offenses for Florida, but the teams that really had the most success and that reached the highest mountaintops, they had great defense to go with it. This defense playing well.
Got it set up on the outside. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. And the Sun Devils line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Looking for a block. It's high. He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Fires to the middle, and he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. One final play before the end of the quarter. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Hard running there. They'll make the stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got it in the middle, it's Willis.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to use that push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Quick strike complete. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. The Gators trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. On the option. He'll toss it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gator!
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Hand off from the shotgun. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense. The Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
2nd down now after the sack. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Fair catch, called for and made. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Trying to make magic with his feet. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. All wideouts, no backs. They'll throw it on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Touch pass on the run. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. They have it at the 43, third and short, trying to avoid making a decision on fourth down. But a little time, lets it go. It's complete on the right side. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And the Gators want to pick up the tempo. He wants to throw it again. He's got his man. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Getting some heat. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. The offense lining up for a first down play. He wants to throw. Going downfield for the big play. Makes the catch on the left. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. They say it's still a game of field possession, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it first and 10 in the red zone. And that pass intercepted. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick. The offense set for a first down play. He's looking to throw it. Working that left side now. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. After the short completion, it's now second down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. How aggressive will they get on first and 10? He's going to pass. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Got a little space. He's off to the races. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. That chunk play has them in business, set up with a first down in the red zone. Gets it out fast. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On second down, they'll take to the air. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
They'll run the option. end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in game 2 so far.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
He'll pull it down. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there in Gainesville so far. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. With that said, let's send it back to our guys and all those chomping hands there in the swamp.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Thomas. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
How about the left side of the line, getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up, get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And that's the 4th sack this offensive line has given up today. And guess what? You thought they'd be better. Last week, they got their butts chewed out. 6 sacks they gave up. This week, on their way to...
And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Arizona State! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
He'll bring it out. It's high. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Quick pass on the fly motion. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. They'll try to get it through the air. A strike downfield. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Little touch pass to the receiver. across the 45. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. The Gators are marching down the field. Trying to find his man on first down. Quarterback moving. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense. From the gun, running back gets to give. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Looking to throw on second down. Lets it go. On target to the left. Receivers, and let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. As they come to the line on third and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. After picking up a couple of first downs already on this drive, they'll snap it from close to midfield. Right back to the well. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Looking to throw on third. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
The pitch. Bust through behind his pad. He's in open space downfield. Touchdown, Gator! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. On the run from inside his own 5. Makes a move. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
To the air on first down. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. They'll run play action. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. You see a Gator bringing the heat like that, you think about Derek Harvey, who was the MVP of the national championship game in 06.
And Alex Brown and Javon Curse, they had a long list of guys that could really make the quarterback's life difficult. You got to put pressure on the quarterback. You got to affect him. Really nice job on this play.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Sun Devils moving quickly to the line.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell, starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Hard-hitting tackle. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Got his man downfield, and he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils! This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Gets it out quickly. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? From the gun, wants to pass.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. 1 quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. And the Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. On the option, he'll toss it. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Got a lot of running room. The 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Florida! And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And the ball squirts out deep in their own end. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Gets a turnover. A loose football in the end zone, and the defense there to pounce on it for 6. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Line gets set, 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Mahoney. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You see all this movement in football now. All the stem in the defensive line. They're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And they got him for the sack.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late. You want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. Defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, we're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there, and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on 1st down. With jet sweep pass. Got it inside the 15. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
And you see so many of these plays now in today's football. Wide receiver coming in motion, and the quarterback catches it, just flips it forward. That's a completed pass. You see the big plays where it just lets him get on the edge really, really quickly. And if he drops the football coming in motion, it's just an incomplete pass. And these plays are getting big plays with really no risk.
Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. The Gators trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Touchdown, Gators! And the route is on.
And how about this offense? Another scoring drive. Great job. They seem to be in a much better rhythm than they were a week ago. They're 0-1, lost week 1. They could have got down on themselves. I like the way they bounced back. Now they're going to be 1-1 with this performance.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. New Mexico State is ahead in this one. This team plays a hard-nosed brand of football there in Las Cruces, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over the Coyotes. For now, it's back to you, fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. That's caught. It's Washington. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Thomas. Nothing but green ahead. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. The Sun Devils will have it 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Mahoney. Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed.
Going for it all. Throw to the end zone. Picked off. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And he's done everything for this offense today, running the football, so much so that he's now got 98 yards rushing. We're in the fourth quarter. One more carry, and this guy could eclipse the 100-yard mark.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his feet to buy time. Got his man to the left. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Man, I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Lets it fly. Complete to the left. Touchdown, Florida! And the punishment has been extended. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
Feeling some heat. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Not a lot on the return, but they can win with that as they got it at the 49.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Just complete and utter dominance in this way.